Hello. Okay. I'm not gonna set up my computer because my wife is diligently watching comments, not gossiping with Stacy at all. That's not what's happening. I'm sure that my wife is on it. Yeah. Okay. So tonight is goat stuff. I'm looking right now at Yule goat horns and what they look like because I don't want to do standard Krampus horns. Yeah, I like this one long curve up. This is really nice. That's a good horn look. And they're a little skinnier. They're not fat like you would think they are, because these are not like American goats. What's going on, wife? Any comments yet?
Everybody's saying hi and happy birthday.
Hi, you got to call out the first like 15 people.
Line Cook Jamie, Big Dog Mask, Scott Colehart, Chad Smith, Misty Jezereski, Ezekiel Bradshaw, the Pouncing Dragon. What a cute name. Jerry Collins, Big Dog says hello to Thor. Works. Lindy Beto, Susan Atai, Michelle Schulte. Surprise Tuesday. I know we don't go live on Tuesday.
Well, yes, but it's goat week. I meant to go live yesterday, but while I was fishing, my phone got very, very moist. And it would not cooperate with me. And it's still acting a little funky. So should this go poorly, I'm just going to blame my phone.
Goat poorly?
Stacy. Save that low-hanging fruit for 1980, would you?
All right, all right.
Happy belated birthday, Alan.
Hey, thank you so much.
Hello, Scott. Dan Miles.
El Mayo.
Big Monkey Fez.
Monkey
Doesn't-
Fez.
Doesn't look any older.
That's a great name. So yesterday was my first time fishing in a while, and I'm going to tell you, I had some sad feeling old moments. I could not see fishing knots. Like, to tie and untie a fishing knot. I cut more stuck crap off yesterday and just blindly tied knots because I couldn't see it.
Ezekiel says that is low-hanging fruit. Stacy, infected by 1980.
There is no vaccine.
Skin and Bones. Hello, everyone. Perfect timing. We're waiting in line at downtown Disney.
Oh
This is
my
perfect time to
God.
fish and make the wake here fast.
Is your line socially distanced?
Yeah, how's that?
Please say yes.
I like downtown Disney because they gave me $2,000 in a costume contest.
How was the pizza?
It was delicious.
Pizza was delicious. It was good.
Yes, absolutely. As far as the distance goes.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of what I'm doing for this Halloween is I'm looking at what Disney is doing, what Universal is doing. Maybe you guys can see my head this way. I know that you'd rather see me work. Nope, you can't. Get a, I'm highlighting my shirt.
Papa says, hey, you're off tonight.
I am, except goat stuff.
Y'all ain't read the schedule?
Yeah, a schedule was posted. It's already a lie, but a schedule was posted for Goat Week on the Goat Week poster, and I intend on living up to it, at least in part.
One, two, 3 blocks of the best unknown shop.
They really are. They're wonderful.
That's big Monkey Fez. Ray Hawkins says, happy late birthday, Alan.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Oh, so I promised Ray that I would tell you guys the story while we were live.
Okay.
The story that I definitely didn't tell you earlier.
Right.
So we were camping this last weekend
Saw that.
in Arkansas.
How'd that go?
Went super good. We had like 70-mile-an-hour winds blow through. Tore the roof off our tent. The rain fly just ripped it in half.
Nice hard curve.
Totally collapsed oldest daughter's tent. So we condensed all of the children into the van, and there was a pretty sizable drop for the platform that we had our tent on. So Tony inside the tent trying to wrap everything in plastic. I'm holding on to the outside of the tent in like 70-mile-an-hour wind with my whole body weight, like anchoring it into the ground, willing trees not to fall over, like just make it through this wind.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was
Was it a storm?
oh yeah, a great big
Let's go camping.
great big rainstorm blew through. Gray was our weather monitor. She was on the weather app on her phone updating. And so like we've been out there for maybe an hour, pulling things down, getting rain done. And Tony gets a text in the tent from the van. Gray says, "Hail."
Thanks.
That's awesome.
I was like, "Thanks." They get zinged in the back of the head and he was like, "Was that the hail?" And I was like, "It could have been debris."
She is helpful. She is so helpful.
So helpful. She's like, "I'm never going camping with you again."
And Justice hated it.
Yeah, well, he was sleeping in the van, so he was like resenting the intrusion onto his totally safe, fine van sleeping space.
The visual was amazing.
Yeah.
Cindy Rock says, "Happy birthday. I hope Halloween is not canceled this year. That would so be a bummer."
See, here's the upside. Halloween is a date, so it won't be canceled, you know? Like a lot of 4th of July fireworks and stuff were canceled. But the 4th of July wasn't canceled, and Halloween won't be canceled. If anything, this is going to be the year of the home haunter, because if you can't go to pro haunts, it is completely safe to get in your car and cruise around and look at people's displays. So hopefully that's going to kick up a notch this year, and I think that is going to be a huge positive for home haunting this year, with people and maybe more drive-by displays rather than walk-through displays. Okay, so this is basically what I think that Yule Goat horn will look like. Nice curve to it. It's going to be fairly thin, because that's what I'm seeing and that's what I like. This is a European style horn, or goat, I should say.
KUTZ.
Not an African
Next
swallow, a
says-
European swallow.
How's everyone tonight? I had a pretty busy couple of weeks working on masks and things. Please excuse my absence.
You know what? I was
Oh,
wondering where you were.
the Pouncing Dragon just super chatted us $50.
Holy
Wow,
moly!
thank
That's
you.
so
I
kind.
just got a new home and got to turn our empty basement into a haunt for my wife's virtual camp. Got to use a lot of your tips and tricks I've picked up from over the years. Thank you for all you do for the haunt community.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. That's so kind. I'd love to see pictures of what
Yeah,
you did.
Yes, post them on the Creepers page.
Oh my goodness. Grace says you're really exposing like that.
I actually, I'm a little behind on looking at stuff. I think that people understand on your birthday, social media becomes very hard to use. Just because you get birthday messages and things. And what was awesome this year is that birthday messages were like popping up all over the place. Like Ezekiel posted, because Ezekiel lives in the future, so he posted me a happy birthday on Tuesday, and on Monday, because that was his 13th. My 13th,
Was Monday. You posted it
Sunday.
Sunday. I don't know what day it is. What do you want from me? I make art. But anyway, people were commenting happy birthday to me on his post. Like, they're like, okay, we'll just put it here. And then I put on my profile picture, I just changed my profile picture, and I got a lot of happy birthday comments on that. So,
Rob O'Brien says, "Goat Rama, hello, creepy goat fans." Cobweb says, "That's because Halloween is better than the 4th of July." Cindy says it's an awesome idea about Halloween not being canceled. Third Degree says, "I'm bringing the yard display. I love this year."
yeah, I
No,
think,
he says, "I'm bringing the yard display love this year."
yes, you should. I think that that's going to be a big thing. There's a lot to be said for that.
Ruth
Mick?
says, "I've been making stuff all day, guys. Hope y'all are awesome."
Hi, Ruth.
I feel awesome.
Cobweb, as soon as it gets dark, Got a ball, I got a bail, and get nighttime footage of my demon summoning pot.
Nice.
That's of all the reasons to miss some time. That's a good one.
Is that a sewing machine I hear?
That is a sewing machine whirring away.
That is Stacy working her mojo.
So yeah, we're the hood that we make for Skeletor. It's a kind of hood that we offer on costumes, but I think we're going to start doing some a la carte costumey stuff, and so we're going to offer the hoods on the website.
Hello from Scotland.
And if it takes a while for the hoods to go up on the website, that's perfectly fine, and that's all right. It'll happen eventually. We're going to have to think of it.
I'm gonna go eat some tasty cakes.
We're not going to rush the process, and we're not going to give a bunch of crap to our web person. We're going to be nice to our web person.
Get visited by 3 spirits on Christmas Eve or something? What's up with you? Thumbs up, guys. I am not fooled. Ezekiel says, dude, please don't have a haircut. You're looking cool as...
The cucumber. Cucumbers are
yeah,
cool.
that's it.
I'm probably gonna let my hair go a little bit. I used to have long hair, and why not? Like, I have the option. You know, I still have a full head of hair. There's no point in me shaving it all down. And honestly, why I cut it was the time it takes to take care of it. I have very, very thin hair, in that it's not, each individual hair is very thin, and it knots up super easy.
Thanks for the surprise Tuesday live stream.
Well, this is for Goat Week. This week is kind of all goat stuff.
Chad Smith would like to know, are we still a go for next week?
Wife,
Yes, Chad, you're a go.
Shannon says yes.
Happy birthday, Alan. Hope you had a great day. Oh, it's passed already. And thanks so much for helping me on this. TJ Styles.
Oh, no problem. Happy to help. Of course.
Are these horns for the 4-horned goat?
These horns here, well, I'm going to see how this comes out. I think the 4-horned goat's horns need to be thicker, and these are going to be a little bit thinner horns. But I'm going to look at his reference material. Because I only have 2 horns to do for the Yule goat, I was going to knock those out first, and then I was going to do the horns for the 4-horned goat. But tonight is horn night.
Julie B says, Pouncing Dragon, how sweet of you to not only wish Alan a happy birthday, but a very nice gift. What good friends Alan brings.
Yes, I'm a very fortunate man. I am rich in many ways.
That's what Nick says. A la carte. Reminds me I need to hit up my local Mexican restaurant and have pizza.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Alan. Hi, Stanley.
Hello, Stanley.
Ezekiel says, it's okay, Shannon. If he's up to no good, we got you covered. Third Degree says, some tasty cakes have survived this long. I'm impressed.
Listen, there was that whole fuss about me not sharing tasty cakes with her, and she never ate them.
I'll leave
She
them
hasn't eaten them
in
yet.
the refrigerator.
I'm gonna find them and I'm gonna eat them.
Don't you eat mine.
You had your chance.
Could you Loctite the
There's-
horns halves together?
I could, but I'm gonna use contact cement because that'll work better.
Tonight's episode's Horn of Plenty. Oh, 1980s in the house. John C. says hello. Good morning, everyone. Says
Hello.
Irvin Nolan from Scotland. How? Irvin, oh, you're Australia.
Yes.
Brandon D says, hi there, nice to hear new sounds in there. Something is being sown.
Yes, all of the sewing.
All of the sewing.
Yeah, we sew stuff here a lot.
Did you go fishing?
I
And if
did
so,
go
Did
fishing.
you catch anything?
I caught about 11 bass. I caught about a 2-foot, 2.5-foot gar. He was meaty. He was big around. No perch. Normally I catch a perch. I did have some spooky moments while I was fishing. That was fun. I like to go what I call adventure fishing. I'm wade fishing. So I'm in the water, often waist deep, chest deep, while I'm casting and fishing. So it's fun.
Chad Smith is looking for some advice. I was going to sculpt a patch of skin with a nipple on it for a movie prop. He didn't want to pay what I was going to charge and asked if there was a cheaper way. Is there a cheaper way to make a nipple?
I mean, can I tell me what you're going to charge?
Sounds like fishing and the birthday was good, says hard.
It was awesome. I mean, on this pattern, there is no right and left, and this is the good foam that I have broken out for this, so that both sides are flat and smooth, so I don't have to worry about flipping and A and B. Now I am going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll do one more. So I want to have one of these as a pattern.
Chad Smith says, and Chad Smith he's talking about the
Nipple.
special effects nipple.
Yeah.
This is probably translucent. Will these horns spiral like a ram's horn does, this Richard Powell?
These will not spiral. The Yule goat horns normally do not spiral. They're normally one nice curve. So they're going to look a lot like that, only they'll be full horns and not two-dimensional.
Oh, cuts effects. I would adventure fish, but I wouldn't want my pole to get wet. You should adventure fish. Yeah, I get it. DJ Styles, I'll be sending you blank pool in 2 weeks, Alan. Can't wait to see your work on my mask. It's so cool to have someone else's eye.
Cool, that'd be fun.
Hello, Pinshot. Hello, Michael Lassiter. What is the mask directly behind you facing the can of pledge? Directly behind you facing the can of
Oh,
pledge.
you might have to wait until tomorrow. Oh, facing the can of pledge. Just kidding.
This is a LED, no, this is a Krampus mask that I sculpted 8 or 9 years ago, and I just poured up a couple. He's a little bit devilly.
Ray Hawkins says, has Alan gotten his birthday present from Stacy? And if so, did he like it?
I did, and it's awesome. It is awesome. I am a Bigfoot fan. I got a Bigfoot hat and Bigfoot patch, and it's awesome.
Someone's watching.
The Nightmare Corner says, greetings, awesome work, awesome mask, I love it. Love you guys, awesome stuff.
Hey, thanks.
Chad Smith says, that was the mask I was asking about the other night.
Oh, okay. Well, the other night, I could not figure it out.
RB says, is it a complete Bigfoot costume? He's got one of those.
I do. I have a Bigfoot costume in the other room. Like you do.
As one does. Cobweb says, I gotta tend to my summoning pot. All right, Cobwebs. go on.
Summon up.
If I had a dime for every time I say
Hashtag summoning pot. So yeah, tonight is horn night.
what night?
Horn night. We're gonna
Horn.
work on some horns.
Big Dog says, what did you do with the screaming orc I sent you?
I haven't done anything yet. Hopefully you guys have an understanding of how much spare time I have.
Just to say.
So, yeah, I don't have a ton of time. I intend to get that molded, but I had a dearth of things to mold, from this is the first Wednesday, and I'm going into Wednesday, and I'm not in molding day, meaning I don't have 2 or 3 projects stacked up. I'm all caught up. But I'm actually not going to sculpt tomorrow. Tomorrow is Goat Week.
Zika says, you go summon those demons. DJ says, was responding to the nipple comment, thinking they were talking about what Alan was working on. Nope.
Nope.
What is a costume you don't have, but you would like to?
A good frost giant. I would like to make a good frost giant costume.
Is there a cheaper way to do human skin with a nipple and translucent other than sculpt, mold, and cast?
Yeah, I mean, you could build it up. You could do it built up with latex. Thin your latex a bit. Latex dries pretty clear, so if you don't put too much pigment in it and put a translucent pigment in it, that would work well. Even if you used skin tone color flocking in the latex, because then when the latex dries clear, the flocking will still have a skin tone to it.
That Krampus is very reminiscent of Netflix Lucifer.
Well, actually, I did mine first.
What did you do for your birthday?
I went fishing. And I had a great time. I caught like 11 bass. I caught a good sized alligator gar. I saw many other alligator gar. I would have caught way more fish if they were better at their job. Because I had, you get more strikes than you get catches. But my first cast of the day was a bass. That first bass that I sent you a picture of, wife,
Yes.
that was my very
Fell in
first
the pool.
cast. What? Oh yeah, when I got home, I fell in the pool, yes. Because I was hot.
It was 102 yesterday. Do we know if there is going to be the costume party at THC still?
We don't know.
Did you get your YouTube Wednesday shot?
Yes, it is all shot and I will edit it after this video.
Is your YouTube Wednesday goat themed?
It is not goat themed.
Hello, Rodney Pro.
Yes, it is not goat themed. Should we tell him, wife?
No.
Okay.
Do you know
My wife
where
says
I can
not to tell you.
get hands?
I want to tell you.
Go ahead and tell him. You just asked me. I believe in waiting for Christmas for presents. You do not.
My wife says you should wait.
Do you know where I can get hands from to replace the normal hands you get on a mannequin looking for zombie monster ones?
You could just repaint or build up those hands to make them look much more zombie-like. You could use an epoxy clay like Magic Sculpt, or even 5-minute epoxy clay to sculpt some quick wounds on there. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait until Halloween time. And one of the best deals out there for Halloween is Home Depot has a lawn zombie kit with hands and feet and a head. It's $30 and they look great.
Hello, Kim, VDI Brad Kennedy. Say hello to Joanne Crowley. Have you
Hello,
heard if
Joanne
the 15-foot Kandahar giant killed by U.S. troops in 2002?
I have heard it mentioned. I don't necessarily believe it. Because of all the Army dudes I know, man, do they take a lot of selfies. So I think we would have more and better pictures.
You go fishing by yourself.
They do.
What lake did you fish in?
I don't fish in lakes. I fish in creeks and streams, and I like small water. I don't like big water. I want to pull the biggest fish I can out of the smallest bit of water.
They make prosthetic silicone bra inserts that can be molded and made. Some large drugstores make very Nightmare Corner. Have you ever used Monster Clay? If so, what do I do to smooth out my sculpts and get rid of fingerprints? If not, what type of clay do you recommend for sculpting?
I prefer wet. I prefer water-based clay. If you're using Monster Clay, you're going to want to use a solvent like 99% alcohol or mineral spirits in order to smooth your clay out. Solvents are the way to go.
YouTube Wednesday is a surprise.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a gold alligator garb?
Yes, I have. I've seen golden, I've seen spotted, I've seen ones that were almost black, and I've seen them that were almost white. They really are beautiful fish. And I've seen needle nose gar, just beautiful fish.
Jerkfish.
What fish?
Beautiful jerkfish.
I suppose.
They're so bitey.
Well, what were you doing to the fish when it tried to bite you?
What was the fish doing near my butt?
Yeah. Were you minding your own business and the gar tried to bite you, or did you put a piece of steel in his face?
It's your MO.
In which case, I understand his concern. Okay, so I now have enough horn pieces. And I have a spare horn piece. To use the term.
Jordan Bunsey. Hey, Alan, I just wanted to thank you so much for these live streams. I stuck in the hospital bed for 4 days.
Oh my gosh.
And your videos kept me going during the hardest times.
Holy moly.
Elvin Molnar says Smithsonian destroyed thousands of giant bones, well documented, so I definitely believe in the giant bone.
You know, you hear a lot about giants, and giants are they're an interesting phenomenon. Everybody has giants. There's certain there's certain monsters that are cross culture. Every culture has mermaids. Every culture has dragons of some kind. Every culture has giants. Those three are all over.
This is from Jay Sparrow. Hello, just recently discovered the channel by looking for ways to distress clothes. Fantastic channel.
Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
A fish is just being a fish. Alan is messing with those. Is my complaint.
I am giving the fish an out-of-body experience. They're going to go back and say, listen, they pulled me up, and there was this bright light, and they poked me with metal instruments, and they examined me, and then they threw me back. That's why I'm late for work today,
Did
sir.
you use a single hook for the bass?
Yes.
Hello, Scott Craig.
You know what? No. Only a couple fish that I have a single hook. I have a big red bug lure that looks great in the water, and I caught 2 or 3 bass on that. The rest were mostly caught on topwaters. I like a good-sized topwater lure. My favorite right now is a whopper plopper, and that served me pretty well.
Are the horns usually very sturdy on the mast?
Very sturdy.
Ross Reichert says, country music fish singer Gar Brooks. It's been too long since I had a bad joke or put on here. I patiently waited to let 1980 do the work. But nay, it's my time.
You do you, Ross.
Oh, you do you, Ross. Rodney Pope says, have you ever fished the coast like Rockport, Texas? That's where I fished a lot since my in-laws used to live in that area.
Yes, just north of there's a swamp called Salt Creek, which is a reedy marsh, really, and that is one of my favorite places to go fishing. Me and the wife went kayak fishing there, really enjoyed it. And story time tonight, Shannon will tell you the story of the fish she almost caught at
Can't talk about it.
Rockport, Salt Creek.
Still, can't talk about it.
When I say the fish she almost caught, that means she didn't, so it doesn't
Still-
count.
Why was she tormenting me? It's a delicate subject, and I'm still upset.
Let's do shame me in front of
Let's
new
do,
people.
yeah, just like Grace said. Thanks for putting me out there. Hello, Houdini the Great. The only giant I know is Andre the Giant.
He's one of my favorites.
The hubby and I got our T-shirts and love them. And Shannon can't thanks for the goodies. Magnets on the fridge, stickers on our luggage, plastic. So now are in my fairy garden. Bear hugs. Thanks again.
Awesome.
John C. says, so you're all about that bass. No trouble. Yeah.
Actually, there were several treble hooks involved.
Ronnie Pope says, love fishing in that area. Great fishing. Indeed it is. We love it. It's a great DJ Styles. Hey Alan, I ordered TC266 foam. I used the 10-30 mix. The problem was there was a lot of clumps in the yellow in part B. Is that normal? Or is this the reason the foam wasn't expanding in spots?
Did you shake it really well? I shake it really well, and if I see physical clumps, then I strain it. So do that next time, and yeah, I mean, if it's lumpy and clumpy, then it's not going to mix quite as well.
Joanne says, don't feel bad, Shannon. The only thing I ever caught was some trash. Joanne, I catch fish. I will fish till I drop. I will fish like crazy. I'm haunted by this fish. It's haunted me with it.
The one that got away.
Oh, it's terrible. Happy belated birthday, Alan.
Hey,
James
thanks.
Middick says hello, and so does Steve Bishop.
Hello, James. Hello, Steve. So I'm cutting these guys on a bevel right now is what I'm doing. I'm beveling them so that there's a lot of mass up here at the tip, and if I want the tip to be properly formed, I've got to shave it down a little bit. No one wants an ill-formed tip. No one wants a club-handled horn.
No, just making sure I'm lighting up right.
It's like crap.
Outside.
Oh, exactly.
Outside, okay. And I'm not, here I want them to meet so we have a full round, but on the other side, I definitely want them, on this half, I want angled. And I wrote outside so I know which side to angle. Be careful when you're doing this, watch how you're cutting.
Craig says fish, which is spelled P-H-I-S-H, bass. Next you'll be telling us you had Cherry Garcia ice cream.
No, my wife made some banana pudding, and that's what I had.
1980 says, I never understood the allure of fish jokes. I'll just read. I'm feeling good. Ezekiel says, I'm no fisherman, but I'm one of the unpopular types when I go fishing. I seem to catch everything. The so-called pros with all the gear get annoyed because they don't catch it.
Nice.
How big was the one that got away, Alan?
No, I didn't. Okay, so I will tell you about the minorly spooky thing. I don't know how big this fish was, but I know it was a big fish. Because, so there's a couple spots where I have to legit swim. I'm just in full gear, holding my rod above my head so my reel doesn't get wet, and I'm swimming across an area. And I was headed from, wade friendly, which is waist deep or below, and I'm headed towards a waterfall. And the big fish like to hang out at the bottom of the waterfall where there's a big deep pool. I'm swimming through that big deep pool to get up to the waterfall in order to fish the next area. And while I'm swimming, my fishing bag is in here somewhere. Ah, I'll bring it over, I'll show you. So, I had this knife in my hand because we do have gators in this area, and this is a good coated knife that won't rust. That's why I keep it with me. And plus, I'm hacking through, sometimes I got to get poison ivy or thorn bushes out of the way or whatever. But while I'm swimming, this is in the water and it's like flecking light. And I think that a big fish thought this was a fish and struck it. It was struck in my hand pretty hard. There was nothing around me. I didn't run into a log because I moved around trying to find the log, and something tried to eat this. So it was a big enough fish to think it could go after this and get it. So I don't call that the one that got away. That's just one that I encountered. Carrying a big knife with me is leftover habit from fishing in Florida, where let's just say alligators are not friendly.
As it turns out. Up here in Maine, we have great northern pike.
I have caught a pike, and I want to catch more pikes. Them pikes, yo.
Good night, Michael Lassiter. Zika says, that's not a knife in my best Aussie accent. Nick Dundee would be proud.
It's a smaller knife than I used to carry. And now where I fish, running into homeless people and vagrants, not uncommon. And what if I want to murder them? I'm capable. Or vice versa. A little thick, but still functional. I'll take it.
89 people are watching. Ezekiel says, I might have to find you a stabby from Australia, Dundee style.
Hey, I love stabbies from anywhere. I do like me the stabbies. I'm moving you closer. Okay. I think I'll be getting out the oven too, won't I?
Pussy man. Jeffrey Freeman, good evening. You had a blast on your birthday. Was it yesterday?
Thank you so much. It was yesterday.
Ezekiel says, if I have trouble sneaking it in a Transworld to give it to you.
They'll think it's fake.
Might be blood on my hoodie.
Right.
Dundee carried a drop point Bowie designed in the U.S. by a guy who fought in the Battle of the Alamo since 1980. DJ Styles says, I did a lot of scuba diving in my younger years, and I miss snatching those lobsters out of the wrecks. Kenny P says hello.
Hello, Kenny P. Yep, it is fun to be underwater. As long as you have the option to get out of the water
To not be in the
and
water.
breathe when you want to and stuff.
Zika says, in St. Louis, I don't want to meet anyone in the car park.
Huh.
Do you have a knife?
Yeah, when Texas people go to St. Louis for Transworld, you put a fake Cardinal sticker on, like a magnetic St. Louis Cardinal sticker when you park somewhere, and you put on a magnetic license plate that says Missouri.
Or blue sticker?
Because if they know that you are from Texas, they break into your car to steal your guns.
They
because they assume you have guns because Texas.
1980 says, I live outside of St. Louis. That's FX. Exchanging stabbies in a parking lot may arouse suspicion. He says, yes, they do break into cars. How many guns do you have, Alan?
Enough.
I have 3 guns. I have 3 guns.
Counting your rifle?
Yeah. I wasn't counting your guns.
What brought you to Texas? Have you been there a while?
So in October, I lived in Orlando, and I would take time off from my year-round haunted house job to go work at other haunted houses in October. And in 2001, I worked at a haunted house in Texas, and that's where I met my wife. She did not know she was my wife, so I moved from Orlando back to Texas after October ended in order to convince her, and it worked. So I've been here since 2001.
DJ South says, breathing is pretty important. Do you ever dive, Alan?
No, I have never dived. I like diving too, though. It's pretty good. All right, let's get a.
Ezekiel says, I get travel warnings about going to St. Louis from Australia.
Yeah.
Rob O'Brien says, using stabby and arouse in the same sentence is concerning. Cuts FX says, they should make a movie about your love story, Sharon.
Aw.
Oh.
Monsters and Dragons.
Stacy will sing things.
Yeah,
Someone
that's it.
should make a Masters of the Sculptor shirt with Alan, Ed Edmonds, and Jordy on it. Hello, Enigma.
Now, who would Ed Edmonds be?
Oh.
Can we make Ed Edmonds Mama?
Yeah, he would be a great mum rock.
Gandalf. This is why I'm not cool, I'm telling you.
You know what? You could mix your metaphors. He would be a wonderful Gandalf.
Enigma says, who would have been your singer, but I cut crap on my fingers on armature wire. Nice.
Hey, don't do that.
Day says, what are you making? I am new to the channel and the stream. Hello.
Right now, I'm making some corns. I'm putting them in an oven just to soften them. Alexa, countdown 4 minutes.
Alarm for what time?
Alexa, set a countdown for 4 minutes.
4 minutes. 7 minutes.
So this is an animal cage that I covered in aluminum foil, and I have a hole in the back I can put a heat gun in, so it makes a nice hot box for my EVA foam projects. While that is happening, I'm going to paint onto this.
Ezekiel says, honestly, I've never felt any bad vibes in St. Louis. It's talk, but I've never felt that same thing. Can you reheat a slice of pizza in there?
I assume that you could. I have also heated up a sandwich with a heat gun before, which actually worked pretty well.
Bruce says, I got caught right under my pinky finger by my moles today. Shut edges suck. Steve Bishop says, we're saying other cities are good and bad. That's FX says, could this also be used as a doggy sauna if you put it on the floor?
I suppose I could.
Lenny Nass says, what's up? Ezekiel says, LA, Hollywood is scary and St. Louis is not experience.
Yes, I would agree with you.
Michelle says, I love going to St. Louis. It's such a fun city. Can't let it go.
Shannon's trying to close bend it over here.
I can't let this go.
Listen, it's got skulls on it. I think it counts as spooky wear.
It's fabulous. Someone contacted me to make a custom mask after seeing my mask. They want a scarecrow to dreadlocks. Kind of strange, but might be cool. What are your thoughts? This is DJ Scott.
That's awesome. That's great. Do it. One of the best ways to learn is to get someone else to pay for your materials. That's everybody who wants to open a haunted house. Why aren't you working for another haunted house? You know, learn on their dime. Watch all the mistakes that they make. Learn.
Nicholas says, I yanked and pulled clay off of a twisted wire armature. Got 3 of my fingers, Rue, so I feel your pain today.
Ouch.
Awesome.
Y'all be safe.
That's FX. I love going to St. Louis too. Maybe I'll go to transport.
You should. Faux shizzle.
JFK said, Ezekiel says, I even stood where JFK was shot right in the middle of the road. Felt super safe in Texas. Big Dog, I am 4 hours from St. Louis. Go there when I can. Craft beer and free beer at Budweiser.
Hooray.
Jeffrey Freeman says, absolutely. Let them pay for the materials. It's a great way to start.
Yeah.
Ezekiel, you're always going to be fine in Texas because the only thing more Texan than a Texan is an Australian.
An
That's right.
Australian.
Yes.
Oh. PDP, bonus of going to Transworld. Hooters right down the street from the convention center.
That's the bonus
There's a Hooters down the street?
from literally everywhere. Like,
There's a sugar fire. Let's talk about
Yeah, man, Sugar Fire Barbecue.
Sugar fire, sugar fire.
That's pretty darn good.
where was the fancy steakhouse?
Alexa, stop.
Yeah, that was quality. In front of Texas, that was awesome. We talked about it. Yeah, exactly. Nicholas says, I'm going to post another bird photo to the group tonight. Call me Bird Boy. 1980 says, Hoover's closed. PDP says, bummer. Ezekiel says, I can't walk past Sugar Fire. And why should you?
Always walking.
Birds ends and bark. Hey Stacy, didn't know you were there. I wasn't being rude, says Scott Creighton.
Almost hurt my feelings, Scott.
Steve Bishop, first pour in the mold turned out good, but a little thick. Started second one while painting first. And majorly had to scramble fast, got latex on one leg, gave myself a nice blast job.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Rachel Palace says, I think that tends to be a Hoover's close to most convention centers. Scott Colbert says, hello, Stacy.
Hello, other Scott.
Jeffrey Freeman says, I will admit, watching you has saved me time and money. Thank you for doing you on YouTube. You rock.
Hey.
Your award goes to you.
Thank you so much. It's very kind.
Third Degree says, burnt ends. Ezekiel says, burnt ends, but you gotta get there before Shannon. Dude, I can't. Anytime I go, they don't have them. I mean, I just have had terrible mojo. Not giving up. Not thwarted. Just without. Newman says, the Surefire, another certain restaurant that is even more indulgent that shall not be named that I would stab someone for.
Are you not naming it because you don't want someone else to go there?
It was amazing. You missed it. Did you bevel the tips?
Yes, I did. That is a horn.
Such horn, much twist.
Eagle says, rude. You'll get stabbed if you don't name it. Why haven't you taken it?
Who said that?
Ezekiel. Stephen Bishop says, sugar fires are popping up all around St. Louis. Good. Well, good shit.
And I know it's a little silly, but there's a place that I love to go in when we go drive in and out of St. Louis. It's a roast beef place. Lion's Choice roast beef. Oh man, that food is so good. I loves it.
Little-known place on the Illinois side of the river is Rock's Smokehouse in Edwardsville.
Alexa, count down 4 minutes.
The pork steaks are
4 minutes, starting now.
fork tender and inch thick.
Wow.
Hello, Larry Hughes. Scott Creighton says, Alan, you mentioned this in the past, but I can't remember. What is your go-to orange-colored paint?
You want like the color name, or I mean latex house paint from Home Depot.
What's our
The color
brand?
name is Emergency Zone. Emergency Zone by Bear. Emergency Zone.
Kenny Loggins. Wait, no.
Danger Zone.
Ezekiel says there's a place called Papa's something. Ezekiel, you're thinking of Pappy's.
Happy's Smokehouse.
That horn was really good. Looks in really good shape, says the very beautiful. Is there such a thing as Monster Cafe, says Technos Studio.
I'm sure it's possible. Oh, well, there's one at Universal.
Hello, Chad Flyboy. Cuts FX. I once went to a Hooters on vacation. I got takeout though. I was a bit scared. James Bennett says that you're doing a good job.
Thanks, James.
Stephen Bishop says, I always forget Lion's Choice isn't all around, but here in St. Louis. Scott Grace says thank you.
Oh, no problem. Alexa, how much time is left on my timer?
You have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Recording the timer.
Ezekiel says Hooters had a big reputation among the travelers when I went. It was people that either belong to pants bodies or different.
What I have never liked about Hooters is that
No.
if you look at what they wear, here's what happens. They take your order, they walk back, they pick their wedge. They make your drink, they pick their wedge. They take it to your table, they go back to pick up your food, they pick their wedge. They hand you your plate of fries, then they pick their wedge. Because those little shorts are all up in there, man.
1980 is on. You're giving an ammo.
In fairness, there is also tights in between those shorts and them.
Doesn't always stop them from picking their wedge, I'm just saying.
Right, but at the very least, like, there's a barrier. Moderate.
Terrible.
And if that's what it takes to make you feel better, that's fine.
Having worn tights like that for dance stuff.
I'm a cheeseburger guy, I'm not a wings guy,
Ezekiel
so
is rolling.
I'm a cheeseburger guy, not a wings guy.
What are you doing tonight? What is this you're making?
I'm making horns for a Yule goat. For a Yule, these are Yule goat horns.
Can you tell us more about the big foil box that has engulfed the horns?
Boy, there's so little that you need to know. You're asking too much. I'm moving so that you guys can hopefully see me shape this horn. And I'm moving this horn so I can make sure I make it go the right direction.
Did you use aluminum tape on this?
Yeah, yes, I use some aluminum tape.
Nicholas says wedge picking is a form of seasoning. 1980 says he's not going to kill the monetizing. I'll leave the wedge jokes alone. Wow, thank you, 1980. Bruce says Carmine's bring deep pockets with skill. What is a Yule goat?
Alexa, stop. Hang on, must concentrate. Much think, very fast.
Stephen Bishop says my brother and sister-in-law live in Texas. When they come here to St. Louis, they want White Castle.
They can't get sick at home?
Bruce says, did you hear Hooters is going to start doing home delivery? They're calling it Knockers. Oh, no. Rude. High road rude.
I would say we expect better, but that's just not true.
This is the best. Crystals. Now we're talking about the
Every now and then, I got a hankering for crystals when I lived in Orlando, and then I would have it. It's like a Chinese buffet. Like, I want it, and then I have it. I'm like, that's why I don't eat here a lot. I remember.
Right. Oh boy. Ezekiel says, greasy rube, you just earned it. Big Dog says they call them sliders curves.
Oh.
I did it. I made a pair of horns, not one horn twice, which was my fear.
Yeah.
In Duluth, Minnesota, they have a place called OMC, Oink Moo Club. Smokehouse, great food.
There's a restaurant up here called Smoky Bones, which didn't know, pretty close to dark hour. The ribs were delicious.
How many
Bone
small
Daddies?
cheese-
Bone Daddies.
Bone Daddies.
Where's Smoky Bones? Why do I know that? That's a
How
place
many small
too.
cheeseburgers did you take down, Ellen?
Small cheeseburgers? I mean, I'm not gonna waste my time on small cheeseburgers. But I could devour 3 or 4 regular sized cheeseburgers.
I was gonna say, how many bites does it take you to handle a Crystals or a White Castle? Like,
Yeah, you're talking 30. Okay, I don't like, so when I do this kind of stuff, it's because I'm surprised it turned out nice. All right? These are some sexy Yule goat horns right here. Got the nice, a little bit of a flip out, and there is a right and there is a left. Yes. Oh, happy with that.
tell them what a Yule goat is.
Oh, Yule goat. So,
Looking very low-key with that.
way back, and I might be wrong on this. I'm remembering. I'm not like, I have not researched this to tell you, but I've researched it like forever ago. They would sacrifice a Yule goat. They would sacrifice a goat, and that was the Yule goat as part of the festivities. I forget which part, but it was important. And slowly they're like, maybe we should not sacrifice goats. I think that might be a bad idea. And maybe that flip happened when Christianity was peacefully and kindly brought to them. That rarely ever happens. But they stopped sacrificing the goat per se. So they would build an effigy of a goat and set it on fire, which is way cool. So, yeah. And there's also one town, I think it's in Sweden, that builds a giant Yule goat every year, and someone always sets it on fire before the time it's supposed to go on fire. So every year it's like, will the Yule goat make it? And it doesn't. Because people set it on fire for fun. Because it's just giant Yule goat. Yeah. I'm not making that up, but I really love that story. Yeah, so the Yule goat has also started to be incorporated in Krampus parades. So you will see Yule goat characters in full, not quite Krampus gear and setup, but similar. So the Yule goat has kind of done a little bit of Krampusiness.
I like its sweater.
Yes, you know, that's a very...
It has like a Fair Isle knit sweater.
The sweater is very common with the Yule goat.
It's Christmas trees.
And this is a mock Yule goat of what one looks like that was meant to be burned.
We have
We should.
Yeah.
We should go do it.
And then there's some that
You know, for
look,
Christmas.
you know, a little creepier. Like here's a mixture of a straw, like his head is straw. That's creepy looking.
What color is a Yule goat?
Often they are black. And this is one of the Yule goats that is set to be burned. Here's the fiery history of Scandinavia's Yule goat.
We check out that goat horn headdress.
Yeah, that's lovely. All right, so yeah, so there's a lot of Yule goats around, and it's, you know, they're most often they're black. And this one I know is going to be in a Krampus parade, and these were kind of the horns that I looked at when I got there. Yes.
Enigma says they are sexy, and the twisted goat horns will look good too.
Yeah. I've been hitting the pizza a little hard lately. I don't know.
Will those be covered in liquid nails?
Yes, they will be covered in liquid nails, as all good things are.
When you came to St. Louis, you have to try, oh gosh, Ayatawada Grill, just over the river in Fairview Heights.
Okay?
Huge portions.
I will
DJ
try
Style
that.
says, I just realized neither of you guys have the Texas Southern accent.
I do too. I don't sound like a Texan.
Those
I
were
don't.
good.
You don't sound like a Bostonite, but
Okay, so yeah, look at this. This is their. I got some gold horns.
you're from here.
Holding out for some goat horns till the end of time. They gotta be horns. They gotta be on a goat.
I don't know if I'm talking to really southern people or if I'm 3 or 4 days.
So,
Real plain, real quick.
why don't we mount these horns to the goat?
Yeah.
See the giant mule broken and sweet. Yes, that is a very true. You have some that we are so sensitive.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? What a great fun story. Unless you're like the town organizer who's trying to, you know, give people a good festival, then someone sets your goat on fire. So frustrating.
I just saw the red heifer on. That's great.
Hey Alan, which unknown animals have the most outlandish and unique eyes?
Which unknown animals?
I don't know if this is a quiz or if this is.
The octopus. have
There it
weird
is. It's a
eyes.
big one.
Well, Nakin have very interesting eyes, and what's the horses with the pukas? Pukas have real big golden or red eyes.
Mothman's got weird eyes.
Mothman has weird eyes. The Guy Trash, which is a dog monster, has pewter colored eyes. That's kind of cool. Salamanders have to have pretty awesome eyes simply because they live in fire and their eyes don't dry out and fall apart. That would suck. Yeah.
The monster camp should set a Yule goat. I think Yule goat have out instead of blaze. Has anyone gone to Burning Man?
I've never gone to Burning Man.
Hello, Stephen Haynes says he can't wait till Monster Camp. Horror Beauty says, have you seen any of the vintage Halloween costumes? They are creepy as hell. If I saw something like that coming towards me, I'd run.
Yes, I've seen them.
Where they're from.
I forgot if I got over here. So you could have helped me.
Also, hanging on the wall is your back sport.
Oh yeah, I'll be okay for a while.
Horror Beauty says, one year the Yule goat was stolen.
Really? That's a big goat.
School Studio says it looks like a Hellboy horn.
Kind of. It could be a
What's weird
Hellboy.
what his horns look like when they're not jumping off.
Evan McEstrin says, today I made a hanging pirate for Halloween.
Awesome,
Robert White says hello. Sorry, he's late to class.
Robert.
Cuts FX. I've always been wanting to make a plague doctor mask that looks like it's cloth and all creepy looking. But I'm not late.
Didn't make it out of cloth.
If you check out, there is a really, if you search quilted plague doctor mask, you will find a tutorial from a gal on Tumblr who not only has been so kind as to create and make freely available for whatever kind of use you'd like it for a fabric pattern for a plague doctor mask, but also has been so kind as to include laser cutter files for a fabric plague doctor mask in both quilted and solid fabric varieties. Worth checking out. Does involve some fairly intermediate level sewing.
How long did yours take you to make?
Like 12 hours, I think. But I did the quilted one, and I did quite a bit of it by hand.
I would use hot glue and make Stacy angry.
Look, if you're not gonna wash it, it's probably fine.
Good night, big dog.
Good night, big dog.
Hey, big dog. That's fine.
Do you need that bit?
Nah, it's extra. Okay, so I want them to be a little more like this. So I've got to cut the ends. Where it attaches, I want it to cut a little different.
Robert White super chatted $4.99 for being late.
The late fee.
It's a late fee.
Yes. Ezekiel says, there's a list of all the things that have happened to the Yule Gob, G-A-B-L-E. Yule, I believe it's-
Goblet.
1 year, it was plowed into by a car. It has survived the last 3 years. It is close to Santa Land, which has an awesome visit. Happened in Mojo.
Awesome.
He says Hypnotoad has nice eyes. That would be a cool effect to achieve on things. Hypnotoad.
Yes.
All hail Hypnotoad.
I'm working on a zombie Frankenstein mask in the comments. Says that's FX.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah, that's it.
Power Beauty says, yep, well, they assumed since none could find the Yule goat 1 year and it is huge. Hey, someone stole a big boy statue that held up the sign of my town. Those are huge. They stole Big Boy.
We used to have a Ronald McDonald he was like one of the statues that's on a bench, and people would take creepy pictures with him all the time. And they stole him, and then they ransomed him back to McDonald's.
Oh my god.
Like they asked for like bags of food, like all these bags of food, and it was like the news covered it where it was they left the bags of food in the parking lot. They picked up the food and they left the statue.
Joseph Creation says, wow, we now have to pay $4.99 if we're late.
That's right. Better be on time. There's a standard now. If you're late 4 times, then you have to buy a T-shirt from Teespring.
Alan's making people pay admission for being late. I better be quicker next time. Steve Haynes says, let me go check my balance. Chad says, what could I use as whiskers on a latex catnip?
Feathers. Feathers. Feathers make great whiskers if you take the
Feather part.
feathery bit off. That stem is a nice organic taper and it looks wonderful. I am beveling inside of the horn so that I'll be able to fit it to the, are you guys far enough away? I guess that's what we get. So that I can fit it onto the head better. Because, if it were a perfect circle, I want as much surface area as I can get.
Jones. Whoa.
Bones Jones.
Jones. Jones.
Okay.
Harvey says, hi, Jones. Yes, Jonesy the cat is here. Jones sounds very happy to see you. He is. He's coming in. His tail is up. He's doing
Every now and then they'll come in when a lot of people are in the shop and they'll kind of look around and be like, it's too crowded. They too practice social distancing. And there's only a few of us in the room. But,
Everybody's saying hi to Jonesy. RB says, cat love timeout. You just have to accept it.
I know who's in charge around here. Probably my pets.
Oh, Ezekiel says, Spooky says, hey, Jonesy. Ezekiel, how's my kitten doing? Tutwork says, in Massachusetts at a steakhouse, someone cut off the heads of fiberglass steers out front of a restaurant at Halloween time. Made me laugh, but I wouldn't suggest it.
Yeah.
I was worried you were going to say it was like a protest, but if it's Halloween shenanigans, I don't know why that's better. I just guess it is. And now we wait. We don't wait. We're going to shotgun this.
There's a really nice video on YouTube about how Germans can't say Scrabble. Scrabble? They say it's not a phony pattern that exists in their language, so it's a difficult word in English.
Squirrel's a difficult word for anybody, okay?
That's squat. Like,
And like how many R's are in it? Like 7?
Squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Squirrel.
I'm not used to words with 2 R's together in the middle. Very hot. Don't touch it.
I'm just gonna go for that.
Do what you do. Do what you do.
Yeah, I feel good about that. What's up, Jones?
Robert Bryant says Capricorn is looking mighty fine.
Can you speak it up, honey?
Capricorn is looking mighty fine.
Yes, Capricorn is looking awesome.
This is Lisa's new coat?
I believe so.
That's right.
Is he gonna get stripes on his horns?
He'll do a ribbon wrap.
Oh, festive.
Ribbon wrap and bells.
KFX says, I wonder if you'll be able to fit through a door with that mask on.
Cautiously, yes.
Will you need a helmet?
No, I won't need a helmet. There we go. Whoa, sexy goat time. Yes. Probably shouldn't have said that.
Said the quiet part loud.
Ezekiel says, just run faster if you need to get through the door.
That's something you got to think about. You got to think about. There was a person I was making a stilt costume for, and they said they wanted it on 3-foot stilts, and that's really tall. And it's like, okay, are they going to get ready on set? Well, they'll get ready in the break room. Can they get to the set? And he got back with me a week later, let's do those stills at 2 foot. Okay.
How did you cover the third eye on the rule?
Okay, so in the mold, all right, in the mold, that third eye is a negative. So it's a hole in the mold. I filled that in with clay, and you can kind of see where it was, but I just sculpted new texture in the clay I patched that hole with.
Maybe we'll see it better.
So when I pour it up, yeah, and here's an unpainted one. You can edit your molds all the time. See, you can see that clay patch is, and that's the new texture I sculpted in. That kind of matches the rest. Once I Dremel this out, it'll be as unnoticeable as that one. But same moldo. Yeah.
Hope your birthday was great.
It was.
RB says, sexy time. That can be taken the wrong way. Gotta love the lightweight EVA foam.
I do.
Surrender.
We're gonna pull out some Yule Goat teeth.
Dalton Fears says hello.
What's up, Dalton?
Hi, Dalton.
Yeah, Yule Goats are fun. This is a mold for teeth for him.
These remind me of Hellboy's ones.
Okay. Yeah, they're big, curvy, elegant horns. They'll get a little beefier when I put the liquid nails on them.
How much weight do the liquid nails add?
Not much. I don't think I have one here anymore to show you, but if I did, you would see it was not much.
Yeah, you still got the 3 eye code. I think it's picking up based on my
Yeah, it's not that heavy.
Steve Hayes says, I'm learning how to repair my molds.
Are you breaking your molds?
92 people are watching.
Probably like 92 people.
So this is a little plate that I made of teeth that are going to go on this Yule Goat. The Yule Goats are scary when they're in Krampus parades. They're less scary when they're on fire. Unless they're running at you.
Just to come full circle back to more scary.
Yeah. When you leave latex in the mold for a long time, it gets a little grabby. These teeth are kind of hard to get out. So I've had them in here for about a week. And I will go ahead and glue these on to the goat. I don't know which one is top and which one is bottom.
Is it teeth?
Yes. Got some trimming to do. All right. She's probably hungry.
No.
Did you recycle it?
Yes. No gross.
Yeah.
So gross. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it saved me some work, but I didn't have to read.
Right.
Okay. Thanks for the help.
So when I sculpted this mask, I sculpted in plates to attach these teeth to. You can use blank plates. Okay. So now the teeth and this has glue on them.
Could you attach any type of teeth, like maybe some bite mirrors?
Some what?
Like bite mirrors?
Sure. Yeah. If you heat the bite mirrors up in water and then you can spread them to that arc, sure.
Ellen, your paint mixing for painted mask, can that be sprayed through an airbrush shaded in details?
Absolutely. I do it all the time.
Purdue says, get those dentures, Linda. Bob O'Brien says, you know, you could market the Capricorn at the theaters doing a Midsummer Night's Dream. That's cool.
Does that character talk? The goat in Midsummer Night's Dream?
How many goats are you doing tonight?
How many what?
How many goats are you doing?
Tonight, looking at the time that I still have to edit YouTube Wednesday, I'm probably going to attach these teeth and then call it a night.
Because you still have editing to do.
I have a lot of editing to do for YouTube Wednesday. I have not yet started to edit, and that process can take hours.
Super 77, we want everything in a 5-mile radius to stick to everything else.
Yes.
Have you ever used Creature Cast?
Yes. I don't like to use it on some things because it shrinks over time. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller over time. So a mask that fits you perfectly when you make it, a year later it's too tight. So tomorrow, since you guys have seen that process before, I will put liquid nails on these horns, and so that'll be done tomorrow. And then tomorrow night I will make the horns for the 4-horned goat monster guy.
It says, hello gang, perfect time. Now it says he's about going to be done. Yes. School Studio says, thanks for all the tutorials you do for us.
Happy to. I'm going to be working anyway. Ow!
Get back.
Got me. Yeah, that's nice. Ka-chomp, ka-chomp, ka-chomp.
Now, is this the same sculpted teeth that you had on the other one? Or did
Yes.
What's the bigger? Maybe it's just the gums.
Was it
Like
really?
aggressive pink gums.
Because the gums are painted. Yeah, and I might have trimmed these a little more
Yeah.
rather than the other.
Ezekiel says, what are the schoolgirls in the back laughing at?
I don't know. I don't know. And they were whispering, so they don't want me to know, and that's
Do
fine.
not disturb you. Don't disturb you.
But yeah, I think the Yule goat is coming along. Let me take a quick second and look at Yule goat ears. See how their ears look normally. Kill that one. Okay. Very small ears. Okay, small ear seems to be the norm. That's kind of a medium woodland ear with a big fold in it. Yeah, so I think a folded ear will do nicely on this, and that's what we'll do. We'll make those tomorrow. And just here is the four-horned goat and how his horns look. And this is just his head. So,
That's a nice little goat. The ears are not that big.
choose that.
Harvey.
Yeah, the ears aren't that big. So, these horns, tomorrow I'm gonna have to actually sculpt these horns in tinfoil and then make a pattern in order to make these out of EVA foam. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow is I'll knock out these horns, and I think we'll get some paint on these guys too. And I might lay out the hair pattern. I like this, how this has some tufts of hair braided in, and I might do that. I might get some of Robert Corey's cool hair beads that he's been making
Do some beads in
and
it, yeah.
put beads in the Yule goat's hair. Yeah. Yeah. And maybe on this warrior goat too. Very exciting. So, but gang, this is how far we got on this goat this evening. We got teeths in. We got the horns made and on. I'm very happy with these horns. I think that works out. I think it looks nice. And I'll do the mastic on the horns. Yeah, and we're rocking. We're Goat Central. Now I'm going to go edit. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Stacy, you didn't have to do much work tonight, did you? You kind of hung out.
It was like sewed
You
all
did.
day.
You did. She got a lot of sewing done today. Want to show them what you made?
Sure.
We'll be adding these to the website very soon at our leisure, really. You want to bring one over here? Or two?
Two.
Colors?
Do Skeletor.
So with the Skeletor mask, I mean, we've had this hood pattern a while. So all that she really did was she made our hood for Skeletor.
It's good. Do Skeletor.
I will put on the Skeletor hood. But it's a nice purple hood, costuminess.
So I made 10 of these.
Yeah, she made 10 hoods in all the different colors that we do for costumey stuff. These are two of the brightest colors, I think.
Yes.
But there's black and there's rust. And these will be $25 on the website because they go good with any kind of a half mask, really.
Harvey says, and screenshot.
Yeah, I feel like I should be asking for food scraps at the Shire.
Pizza.
These and the dwarf boots would do me in. You know? Yeah, but yeah, I mean they're good hoods. It's a nice weight.
Tutwork says they look great.
Yeah, they work. And they have a nice mantle here. You could put a embellishment on of some kind.
Look at Lee Hansen says 25 is great. Good job, Stacy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Cobwebs. Can you make a longer tail on the hood?
Of course.
yeah, like a Lyra-pipe. We could make Lyra-pipe hoods.
Handily.
Evil Elf and Nice Elf. You choose who's who.
I'm the nice one.
He is.
Thanks from Legends of Zelda.
Tiny people Jabba collars.
Yeah, yeah.
Jabbo collars. I was correct.
Yeah, we have more Jabba. We haven't shown you those, wife.
Are they going to be on
Anyway.
site?
They'll be on the website at some point in time. I'm not going to rush my web person. I have faith in them, and I know that they'll get it done at their own leisure
Yes, Stanley, they will. They're going to be on the site.
one day. It's wrong to harass them. Yeah, and these are Jabba collars, slightly different style for the Gravediggers.
Dwarf dance, dwarf dance.
No dwarf dance. We got to
Stanley,
go.
as soon as I'll probably have them up here shortly. I gotta get pictures of them first, and we'll put them on the website.
Maybe she'll do that tomorrow. Maybe not, and it's okay if it's not tomorrow.
Cobwebs.
It's fine.
Cobweb says, Shannon, please email me a bill for a long-tailed rust-colored one.
I have regular rust one.
Pull the rust over.
Yeah, show them the rust. 1980 says, is this a Hamilton cosplay?
It absolutely could be. I have to, with those Jabba collars.
Oh, yeah.
This is the.
That's rust. This is rust. Yeah, that's a good color.
Yeah.
We use this on our scarecrows. All right, so a lot of people think like, boy, that fabric is much. You can always take down a fabric with spray paint and staining and distressing. But a fabric that's boring, no matter how much distressing you put on it, you're not going to make it spectacular. So start with something that is a little bit too much, a little over the top, and bring it down. Don't start with something boring and hope to make it better by distressing it, because that won't happen.
This is the same rust color.
Yeah, this is
Same fabric.
this
This
is
is
the
the same
same exact fabric. Yeah, like maybe there's a spot in the armpit that we didn't quite hit as hard, but not really. But yeah, and then you stain it down,
There.
and
This is the
then
interior color.
you still have this really good looking distressed piece, but I do a lot of stuff for low light. So I want the fabric to catch the light a little bit and take advantage of what light is there. But anyway, yeah.
So yes, we can do a rust one.
Yeah, we can do a Rust Lyra-pipe style hood.
Yeah.
Ezekiel says you're being condescending.
I am?
Just read what Ezekiel says.
He's probably talking to me.
Yeah. Stacy may have been condescending. She does that sometimes.
It's
Cobweb says he loves it. Hi, Lisa. Oh, Lisa's on. Show it.
Lisa.
Lisa, it's your night. Where you
Yeah,
going?
yeah. So here we go. Look at them Yule goat horns, yo.
Here's your boy.
Know what I call these horns? I call these Allen's lose his butt in shipping horns. That's what these horns are. Yeah.
He's in a very small box of horns sticking up out.
Boy.
Yeah, but yeah,
Are you eating?
getting well built.
It's amazing.
All right. But this is the end of the night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Stacy, you want to say goodnight?
Good night.
Wife, want to say goodnight?
Good night.
And I say goodnight. And I also say, go make stuff.
Oh.